He is known for authoring the Declaration of Independence, a key document in the American Revolution. He is recognized for his advocacy of human rights and individual liberties, including freedom of thought and religion. He is Thomas Jefferson. "My life will recur in exactly identical fashion," once said the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. Little did he know that his words would resonate with another great thinker, Thomas Jefferson, who left an indelible mark on American history in philosophy. Jefferson, a polymath and founding father of the United States, was a man of many talents and ideals. Born into a prominent Virginia family, Jefferson's intellectual curiosity was nurtured from a young age. He studied law, architecture, and philosophy, and his writings and advocacy for human rights would become the foundation of American democracy. As the primary author of the Declaration of Independence, Jefferson's words captured the essence of individual rights and freedom. His belief in the power of democracy and republicanism shaped the nation's early political landscape. Jefferson's journey in public service took him from being the first U.S. Secretary of State to serving as the nation's third president. He successfully negotiated with France for the Louisiana Purchase, doubling the size of the United States. However, his presidency was not without challenges. Jefferson faced threats from Barbary pirates, aggressive British trade policies, and the trial of his former vice president, Aaron Burr. Despite his achievements, Jefferson's legacy is also marked by contradictions. While he condemned the slave trade and signed a law prohibiting its importation, he remained a slave owner himself. It is believed that he fathered children with his slave, Sally Hemings, a fact that adds complexity to his historical persona. Thomas Jefferson's life and contributions continue to be examined and debated by scholars and historians. His philosophical concepts of individual rights, democracy, and the pursuit of knowledge remain influential to this day. As Friedrich Nietzsche once reflected on the recurrence of life, one can't help but wonder how Jefferson's ideals and actions continue to shape the world we live in today. Thomas Jefferson, a prominent figure in American history, was not just a politician but also a philosopher who shaped the ideals of the young nation. Influenced by Epicureanism, Jefferson believed in the pursuit of happiness and the importance of individual liberties. He rejected the Stoic doctrine and instead embraced the idea of intuition and the endurance of misfortune. His philosophy was deeply rooted in the principles of freedom and equality. For Jefferson, citizens possessed certain inalienable rights, and their rightful liberty was the unobstructed action according to their will, as long as it did not infringe upon the equal rights of others. He believed that government should not only protect individuals from encroaching upon one another's liberties but also restrain itself from diminishing individual freedom, guarding against the tyranny of the majority. Jefferson saw the jury system as a crucial anchor that could ensure a government's adherence to its constitutional principles. While he initially supported restricted voting to those who could exercise their reason independently, Jefferson later advocated for expanding suffrage to include yeoman farmers who owned their own land. He believed that political equality was the cornerstone of individual liberties, recognizing that excesses of democracy were often the result of institutional corruption rather than inherent flaws in human nature. Jefferson sought to restore a balance between the state and federal governments, which he believed had become corrupted by patronage and dependence. Jefferson's philosophy continues to hold relevance today as we navigate the complexities of daily life. His emphasis on individual liberties serves as a reminder of the importance of respecting the rights of others while pursuing our own happiness. His belief in political equality reminds us of the need to guard against corruption and to actively participate in shaping our society. Jefferson's teachings provide us with a framework for understanding the role of government and the value of personal freedom in our lives. Thomas Jefferson, a renowned figure in American history, was born on April 13, 1743, in the British colony of Virginia. Raised in a family of English descent, Jefferson grew up on the Shadwell plantation, where his father, Peter Jefferson, worked as a planter and surveyor. Unfortunately, tragedy struck young Thomas when his father passed away when he was just 14 years old. Left to navigate the world without his father's guidance, Jefferson found solace in his close relationship with his mother, Jane Randolph. Despite the challenges he faced, Jefferson's intellect and curiosity were apparent from an early age. His uncle, Field Jefferson, played a significant role in shaping his young mind, serving as both a friend and mentor. Together, they explored the world around them, and Field's influence encouraged Thomas to expand his horizons. As a teenager, Thomas attended the wedding of his uncle Field to Mary Allen Hunt. It was during this time that Thomas began to understand the importance of family and the bonds that tie people together. These early experiences not only shaped his character but also laid the foundation for his future endeavors. Tragedy struck again when Thomas's father figure, John Harvey Sr., became his guardian after the passing of his father Peter. At the age of 21, Thomas inherited a vast estate that included approximately 5,000 acres of land, including the iconic Monticello. With this newfound responsibility, he assumed full legal authority over the property, marking the beginning of a new chapter in his life. Thomas Jefferson's early life and experiences helped shape his philosophy and approach to the world. His thirst for knowledge, cultivated through the guidance of his uncle and the support of his family, laid the groundwork for his future achievements. From these humble beginnings, Jefferson would go on to become a key figure in American history, forever remembered for his contributions to democracy and his unwavering belief in the pursuit of liberty and justice for all. Thomas Jefferson, known for his brilliant mind and philosophical outlook, embarked on a journey of education and self-discovery from a young age. Born into a family that valued knowledge, Jefferson's thirst for learning began early on. Under the guidance of tutors, he started his education alongside the Randolph children at Tuckahoe. But it was his father's regret of not having a formal education that led him to enroll Thomas in an English school at the tender age of 5. As Thomas grew older, his passion for learning expanded. At 9 years old, he attended a local school run by a Scottish Presbyterian minister, where he delved into the study of the natural world. Alongside his academic pursuits, he also developed a love for horseback riding and explored the books in his father's modest library. Later, he studied under the Reverend James Morey near Gordonsville, Virginia, where he immersed himself in history, science, and the classics. Jefferson's thirst for knowledge extended beyond the classroom. He forged connections with Native Americans, including the renowned Cherokee chief Ostinaco, who visited his home on their way to trade in Williamsburg. It was during this time that Jefferson met and admired Patrick Henry, a figure who shared his interest in violin playing. These encounters shaped his worldview and laid the foundation for his future endeavors. In 1761, Jefferson entered the prestigious College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia. There, he studied under the tutelage of William Small, who introduced him to the ideas of British empiricists like John Locke, Francis Bacon, and Isaac Newton. Small also introduced Jefferson to influential figures such as George Wythe and Francis Fauquier. Jefferson's intellectual prowess was recognized, and he became a regular attendee of their Friday dinner parties, where politics and philosophy were discussed. Jefferson later reflected that these gatherings provided him with more rational and philosophical conversations than ever before. During his time at college, Jefferson balanced academic pursuits with social engagements. In his first year, he indulged in parties and dancing, but soon realized he needed to dedicate more time to his studies. In his second year, he committed to 15 hours of daily study, improving his proficiency in French, Greek, and the violin. In 1762, he graduated from college, having absorbed a wide range of knowledge and ideas. After graduation, Jefferson continued his education by studying law under George Wythe while working as a law clerk. He expanded his intellectual horizons by reading English classics, political works, and exploring subjects such as history, natural law, and agriculture. His extensive readings were meticulously recorded in his commonplace book, a testament to his thirst for knowledge. Throughout his life, Jefferson cherished books and assembled 3 impressive libraries. His first library, consisting of 200 volumes, was unfortunately destroyed in a fire at his Shadwell home. Undeterred, he began anew and amassed a collection of over 6,500 volumes by 1814. Jefferson's passion for books reflected his commitment to lifelong learning and his belief in the power of knowledge. Thomas Jefferson's early life and education shaped his philosophical outlook and thirst for knowledge. His dedication to learning, rationality, and philosophical conversations provided him with a strong foundation for his future endeavors. Jefferson's story serves as a reminder of the importance of education, intellectual curiosity, and the pursuit of wisdom in our daily lives.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.